Welcome to a special editions of Coach's Corner. I'm editor Kay Johnson here with head football coach Chad Phillips. Congratulations, Coach, on making to the semifinals.
Well, thank you. The boys have really worked hard and they put themselves in a position to play in this game.
That's right. The football team has had some huge milestones these past couple of games. They played their 300th game, they won their 200th game, and now they're in the state semifinals, playing here for the first time. Tell me about that, Coach.
Well, you know, we always have the goal to win the region championship, and anytime you achieve that goal, you're in a great position in the state bracket, and we actually, what we call reassess and recalibrate and create new goals. And so our new goal is to win every Friday night, and we've been real fortunate. We're very healthy right now. We've got nobody out. We got nobody sick right now. And I was just telling Coach Cooper and Coach Walker, our strength program has been huge. The mobility stuff that we do with a day of yoga in the weight room, constant lifting weights, and we're just real fortunate right now that nobody's banged up. So coming into Friday night, we're going to be pretty healthy. But they've really worked hard. Our coaching staff puts a lot of time in, and it's year-round that what we do. And let's be honest, we got some really good players, and they work hard and they study, and our coaches are constantly watching film with them, and they're meeting at lunch, they're meeting on Sunday afternoons. And the value of hard work, there's something to be said about working hard, and the guys have really worked hard. But to play a state semifinal game finally for the first time in 26 years, and play 300 games and to win 200 games, I think Grayson is the only school our age in the state that has more wins than we do, that opened kind of the same time that we did. So these the players and the tradition they've created and the legacy are something to be said about all that.
Okay. So the last week they had a huge last play. Tell me about that play in this coach's perspective.
Well, we had no field position with 41 seconds left, and we practice overtime every Thursday. So we were completely confident that, okay, let's get to overtime. We're ready for it. We've really worked on it. And, the coaches taught, and I'm like, let's see if we can drop and get in field position. See if we can drop a good run play and get field position. Coach Waller called Dorsey run for Dorsey, and Dorsey got it up to midfield. Well, now all of a sudden we're 15 yards away from a field goal, and Logan completed a pass to, I believe, Lincoln on the sideline, and I'm screaming field goal, and our field goal unit's running onto the field, and they drop a flag on the other side of the field and penalize us. So there were 5 seconds left, and we were out of range. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of arguing with the officials, and Coach Waller called the Hail Mary that we practice this play every Thursday for 26 years, and the coaches, Coach Walker's the receivers coach, and Coach Pellin's quarterback coach, they were real confident in it, and they called it, and till we executed it perfectly. And it was, from my perspective, I'm thinking overtime and all the things about to happen in overtime. And I watched Lincoln ran by me, and I'm thinking, well, he's got a step. And I look back at Logan, and he's got time to throw it, and he launched it. And wow, what an exciting play! It was a top 3 win in the school history. There's no doubt.
That's great. So we have 500 rushing yards in the last couple of games.
Right.
How do the players help one another get to that point in time so they can do that perfectly without feeling rushed?
Well, our offensive line has really improved, and that's been the biggest difference. In the beginning of the season, we weren't very good up front, and they've really improved. Like I say, everybody's healthy. Just Dominic Buck and all those, Ben Anderson and Carter Daniel, all those guys have really played a lot better, and they're getting more confident. Let's be real. They're confident with what we're doing, and our running backs are above average. I mean, Dorsey and Anderson are above average running backs, and if our linemen will just lock on to a defender, our backs are fast enough and quick enough to fall forward for 5 yards. That's kind of a goal, 4 yards or more per run play. And then with what Logan's doing in our passing game and throwing it to really good receivers, Skip Smith and Lincoln DeLear, and Thomas Cochran, and then our tight end makes some plays occasionally, Lathan Hunter, and so we've got some weapons outside, and we've got weapons inside, and from a defensive perspective, you got to cover the entire field,
right.
And that's really opened up our run game, is to be able to control passes, run the ball effectively. Now you've got to defend run game, pass game, and plus we get in and out of the wing tee and in and out of a single wing offense. So you have to defend a whole lot. One good thing, our players are really smart, and they're able to learn all that stuff, and it's really helped us.
Talking about defense, how does your defense help your offense make those plays?
Well, in practice, we go against good players, Jared Moore and then Carson Smilikoff and Ethan Bramlett and Josh Layton and Evan Bartek, and then our secondary, Ratno and those guys, Eric Lundstrom, Will Clem. We go against the defense. I believe at the end of the season, our defense was the number 5 ranked defense in the state scoring. So our defensive coaches are elite coaches, and they really scheme up our opponents, and so we have some good competition. Life is all about competition,
right.
And you've got to be a competitor to be successful. And we compete at practice, and that's really helped us against competing against a good defense.
Okay. Amid all of the milestones this season, the team's also has had a tough situation with the loss of a former player, Ben Botany. How has that motivated your team?
Well, we have 6 core values that we constantly preach, and one of them is resilience. The game of life is tough. I mean, you're going to go through adversity every day. There's 2 things you're guaranteed on a daily basis. Number 1 is opportunity. Everybody's got an opportunity to be successful. And number 2 is adversity. Something is going to go not to your liking. Well, how you respond to it is going to affect the outcome of that event. So we constantly talk about resilience and resolve and being responsible for your actions and being relentless in your pursuit of those things and being resourceful. Take what you've got and make it as good as you possibly can. And that's kind of, if our guys will learn it and apply that to the game, will apply it to life, they're going to be highly successful. And we've done a very good job coaching if they can do that. Okay.
So why is it important for our students and staff to show up for Friday night's game?
Well, in high school, everything's a shared experience. I mean, you're going to look back on this shared experience you're all going to have together. And, things in the classroom, things at the homecoming dance, and things on Friday night, and whatever you clubs or journalism or whatever you participate in is going to be something that will sit with you forever. And so the football is a very highly momentum type game, and its momentum goes a long ways to winning and losing. And what a great environment that game was Friday. It was loud on the field, and it was both sides roaring back and forth. And it was a super shared moment that the players here and the coaches here and fans and parents will talk about for years and years. And 15 years from now, this may be the number 1 win in Starr's Mill history, and they will talk about that. But all these shared moments, and whether it's success or failure, it's always working towards the next one, and hopefully it's always success. But all you can do is all you can do. Control the controllables, work as hard as you can, put yourself in position to be successful for the next one. So, big crowd here Friday night is going to go a long ways to helping motivate our guys through the ups and downs of a football game. A 48-minute football game, there's going to be highs and lows, just like there will be in the game of life. And the crowd will help pick us up when things don't go our way. When Perry makes a big play, the crowd's going to help us overcome that. And then when we have a big play, and hopefully there's a lot of them, we hope our crowd will celebrate with us and be part of that and have this shared experience with us.
Thank you. Thank you again for having this interview with me. Make sure to come out and support your Panthers Friday night at 4?
At 7:30.
7:30.
Yep.
Be sure to check out more information on SMHSProwlernews.org and our other social medias at SMHS Prowler. Have a great day, Panthers.